Hello and welcome to Stateside on Hughes of the World. And I'm Graham Hughes and I'm joined as always by Scott Williams. How you doing, Scott? You all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I hope you're coming through loud and clear. I'm knackered. I'm absolutely shattered. I'm tired. I'm worn out. Yesterday I had such a mad day, and then I, uh, I stayed up till 5 in the morning watching the
Yeah.
football. And then I got a few hours sleep, and then had to do my show this morning, and I'm just shattered. I've been at it all day, got loads of stuff to do, tidying the house, doing the dishes. You know the drill, don't you?
Yeah, very much so. That's been my day a little bit today as well. So yeah, like I got a new job.
Oh, good job.
Another job.
See what I did there?
I know, good job. You got a new job.
Good job.
So I only work 4 days a week now. So I have Mondays. Mondays are my day. I got long weekends now.
Oh, excellent. Okay, that works.
Yes, it does.
So you can leave. This is the end of the weekend, so you shouldn't be so tired when we get to 9 o'clock. I'm the one going to be yawning tonight, I think. If anything,
Maybe, yeah.
Before we get started, just a big shout out to Lost Mystery in the chat. We've got Diz in there as well. We have Sarah Davis, Richard, and Saz, and Shropshire Chris, and others. If you'd like to join them, hit the subscribe button and wait for approximately 60 seconds, and you'll be able to jump in. So, Scott, anything been going on in America the last few days you wanted to comment on? Anything
Oh, not
going on?
really.
No? Nothing happening?
It was the 4th of July.
Oh, okay. What happened on the 4th of July?
Trump nearly blew up Washington, D.C.
I heard it was a bit like when Liverpool won the league last year, and all these knobheads turned up with like red flares, and you couldn't see the team bus going through Liverpool with the trophy because of all the smoke. And I
Mm.
believe that the 40 minutes celebration with fireworks produced so much smoke that after the first 10 minutes you couldn't see any of the fireworks going off. Is that correct?
Yeah. What's it saying behind you? Trump, um,
Oh, he's saying that but Bagalum, or what his name is, the American player, he didn't foul his opponent because Trump is now a master of football. He knows everything there is to know about football. You know that really irritating fucker in your life who always knows everything about everything? Like, they never admit that there's some field of something that they know nothing about. They jump in and go, yes, I am an expert in astrophysics. I'm an expert in epidemiology. I'm an expert in... And they never defer to experts because they're sick of experts, but they are. That's what Trump is. And that's all his followers are like. They're all like these
mm,
idiots who, they're just pure living, breathing Dunning-Kruger effect. So do you know what's happened here with the foul?
no, I have no idea. This is
Okay.
news to me.
Okay, so what's happened is there was a football match, the Round Ball Earth Trophy that's going on at the moment in the US and Mexico and Canada, and there was a foul. Now in the round ball, if someone fouls and it's a bad foul, like studs
Mm.
up, it means you get a red card, or if you get two yellow cards, it'll translate into a red card. And in knockout tournaments like this, that translates into not being able to play the next game. So you're not just
Ah.
sent off the pitch for the rest of that match. You are literally kept off for the next game. And this has happened so many times. You may, I know you came to the UK in the 90s, but there was this famous story of Gaza crying at Italia 90. And it was really famous that he cried. The reason why he cried was because he got a second yellow card in two consecutive matches, but it was the second yellow card, and that added up to mean that he wouldn't. If England made it to the final, he wouldn't get to play,
Mm.
and that's why he cried. Anyway,
Mm.
so Trump got on the phone to Infantino, Twatty Infantino, I think his name is. He's the head of FIFA, who are the
Mm.
most corrupt organization next to the US government and the Russian government in the world, and said, "Listen, this guy's playing for. He's a star striker for the USA team, and I'm a bit worried that they won't beat Belgium later today
Mm.
if he's not playing. So can you make it so that he can play?" And Infantino
Mm.
said, "Yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir." And now this player who's supposed to not be playing today is going to be playing.
Yeah. You know what that sounds like to me?
Yeah,
Cheating.
Yeah. Sarah's saying a straight red is normally a 3-game ban. Yeah, I think that's, but they can defer it, can't they, for big tournaments? But yeah, 2 yellows is a 1-game ban. Yeah, that's right. UEFA, which is the European bit of FIFA, are really pissed off, as
course they
Stiz
are.
is saying in the chat. They're saying this is undermining the whole spirit of the game because
Yeah.
the referee made a decision. It was backed up by the video assisted referee. And it's not, they're not even taking the red card away. They've just deferred his punishment of having to take a game off for a year. So in a year's time, when they play a friendly against Cote d'Ivoire or someone, or Malawi.
Well, when it doesn't matter.
When it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly.
When it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't know what Trump thinks he's doing. They're not. The U.S. aren't going to win the World Cup. I'm not trying to be funny.
Well, I think the world is backing Belgium tonight. We're playing. The USA is playing Belgium at 1:00 in the morning, and I think that the whole world is going to be rooting for Belgium. I think the Democratic Republic of Congo is going to be rooting for Belgium. That's how many countries are going to be rooting for Belgium in this. It is unbelievable that the head of a country. Imagine this happened in Russia. Imagine the Russian team in 2018. And Putin got on the phone and said, "Can you get rid of that red card, please? I want my player to come and play." Can you imagine if Nelson Mandela in 2010 got on the phone to FIFA and said, "Listen, I like my South African team, and I think they've been ruled against unjustly. So can you sort that out for me?" It's just
again, America makes a farce of something else.
So
and there wasn't there a whole thing last week where because last night's game, England versus Mexico, there was a whole thing where the time got changed because they didn't want to have it at 1:00 in the morning.
Well, they tried to change it to so it was more
7 in the
time.
evening.
But then it would be too hot in Mexico, and none of the players wanted to play at that time because the sun would have been unbearable. That's why they play it in the evening. It's a bit cooler. But then they had to delay it for an extra hour because there was a massive thunderstorm. So it didn't actually get started till 2 in the morning.
No, I know. I was up. I was watching it.
But yeah, I mean, this is. I didn't think that Trump could make America look even more shit, but he's managed to do it, Scott.
Every time.
To make America look even more shit than it already did.
Every fucking time.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you. So just explain to the British audience here what happened on July the 4th, 1776. Why is that so important to date?
I don't know. If you think they taught that in American schools, I have no idea.
Really? They didn't teach you about the Declaration of Independence?
It was the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Yes. That's exactly it. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was just a declaration, right? And then the war started.
Yeah. Well, it was a bit of a proxy war because the French were still pissed with the British after losing the 7-Year War so badly and losing Canada. And they wanted to get back at the UK, and they thought, here's a good way of doing it. We'll back these Republican separatists in this state here who are standing up against the evil king, because we don't like having a king. And all these soldiers got back after this war, and they were like, how come they got to get rid of their king? Maybe we should get rid of our king as well. So let that be a lesson to you, Louis the 16th of France. Yeah. But I mean, it was the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Now, look, my school is 318 years old. The village I grew up in Liverpool is over 1,000 years old. So, it's still a new place to me. You know what I mean? It's New York, not New Old York, but or Old York. But yeah, I mean,
that's really old.
It was the 250th anniversary. It fell on a fucking Saturday as well, which makes it even more. I don't know, and I don't know if you saw some of the stuff that went down. I mean, we had the reflecting pool fiasco. Obviously, that was just shut off for the day.
That's ridiculous.
We had the American state, what's it called? The World Fair, not the World Fair, the State Fair that they had. That
the American State Fair.
That was just absolutely fucking grim.
Terrible.
And then did you see the footage of the parachutist?
No, I didn't see that.
There's some footage of a parachutist who's coming down onto the, with an American flag parachute, and they had like this dangling flag beneath them. That was like a big US flag beneath them, dangling from beneath them, and that flag hit a tree, and the trajectory, they sort of came in, glided in, and then it got snarled on the tree, and they just went poof, like that, just straight down onto the ground. The guy wasn't hurt too badly, I don't think. He didn't die or nothing, but it was kind of really, really emblematic of just how messed up this whole thing was. It was taken over by Trump, and Scott, they're just idiots. They're just like kids in the special school get to do something, and it's like, okay, can we keep the adult supervision? No adult supervision. Just a bunch of 12-year-old dickheads doing whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
And no one stands up and says, hey, if we set off a load of fireworks, won't there be a lot of smoke? And then you won't be able to see the fireworks. Was there not someone who was there setting things up for the... Or were they all just like idiocracy running around going, yeah, it's going to be amazing, America, fuck yeah.
Well, this is it. Everybody who isn't involved in these sort of things are MAGA people, right? So then they use their friends, they use their business contacts. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're good at what they're being asked to do.
Yeah.
And then obviously because they're MAGA, they have a bad reputation. So the people that actually know how to do this shit, know how to put on these events, know how to do fireworks displays, probably don't want to work with the American government in regards to these things.
Yeah.
So that's why it's always ends up looking and being really shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I think anyway.
Yeah.
And it's always going to be as long as Trump is in office, or anybody who is MAGA is in office, they're gonna suffer with everything looking crap.
There were delays during the day because the heat and the storms caused by global climate change, which Trump is a big fan of. Trump delivered a late night campaign style speech in which he railed against.
People were walking away from it, weren't they?
Yeah, the day before he was at Mount Rushmore railing against communists.
No, it's his new thing. We talked about this last week. That's his new buzzword.
Yeah,
the commies.
The commie invasion.
Yeah.
And now he's appointed himself assistant VAR to the World Cup. And have you heard about the Balogun birthright citizenship irony here?
It got the Supreme Court rejected it.
Yes, but Trump wants to get rid of the birthright citizenship, doesn't he? And he said he's going to
get rid of the what?
Birthright citizenship. He wants to get rid of I think it's the 14th
Yeah, and
Amendment.
the Supreme Court said no.
Yeah, but he said he's going to take it to Congress next and try and get it passed through Congress. Yes, I know. It takes 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate and 2/3 of states to ratify. But yeah, I'm sure he can change the Constitution that way. Anyway, the irony is this fucking
If he wanted to change the law, he could have. He could have put it through Congress. He has the people to do it.
Folarin Balogun, the American player, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. He was born in New York, but he was raised in London. He played for England's youth teams, and he chose to play for the USA. And Trump, if he had ended birthright citizenship, he could have had his citizenship revoked. And Balogun's right to represent the USA comes from the exact same principle that Trump has spent years attacking, which was that he was born in the USA, but he was raised in the UK.
They're all hypocrites.
He sounds British.
All of them. They're all hypocrites, Graham. These MAGA people, massive hypocrites.
Well, can we also talk...
Massive.
So did you see the images of the Patriot Front march through Washington?
Yes, that was a quite worrying little thing. But then I thought to myself, when it comes to the, a group of people, a protest, it was actually quite small.
It was. There was maybe a couple hundred people, if that.
That's nothing.
It was nothing.
There was nothing, and I think what got the attention of the media was the fact that they were all walking around with masks on.
Yeah,
And
and it
I
was the
think
same
that's why
people
it
who,
looked scary. There was the optics to it
but it was the
rather
same people
than,
who wouldn't wear masks to go to Walmart a few
I
years
know,
ago.
that
Yeah,
kick
that
off.
was an
Yeah.
affront to their civil rights or something. They kept
Yeah.
banging on about the fucking Magna Carta.
That's because these
But
people, these idiots,
yeah, no
aren't really loyal.
arrests.
Huh?
No arrests were
Yeah.
made.
I know. And you know what? People on the internet were trying to say it was the good things because there was no violence. There's only 200 fucking people. Of course, there was no violence. When you have thousands and thousands and thousands of people, your probability of violence goes up quite considerably, because you have more people there.
Yeah, yeah. Futum Shook saying to get around birthright citizenship issue, one of Trump's minions seriously suggested that the US should ban pregnant women from entering the country. And Ernie saying it's like they let Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons run the world. Yeah, well,
They think that pregnant women from all over the world go to America to give birth.
Yeah, that's something that isn't that's
not happening.
That's not a thing. Ernie Burns says the way Trump said he knew all about soccer, but he did not know about red cards. No, I reckon. Do you know what? There was a good, robust level of journalism in America. Someone could ask him, "Go on, explain the offside rule." Come on, you cunt. Go on, explain the offside rule.
Hopefully, a British journalist who wants to come home.
How big's a footy pitch? That's a great question to ask. How big's a footy pitch, Scott?
I don't even know that.
Well, nobody knows. That's the answer. There's a certain distance that you got to have between the goal and the penalty spot and the box and all that kind of stuff. But aside from that, there could be, I think there's within a parameter, but all these football pitches around the world are all slightly different rectangles, slightly different width, slightly different depth. Depth, is that the right word?
I spent most of my weekend on a football pitch this weekend.
Length and width, yeah. But yeah, I just, could you imagine for a moment if England got a red card and they were playing in England and Keir Starmer got on the phone to FIFA?
Well, my theory on the whole, it was being changed, that the timings were being changed for that game, was more thinking that maybe Keir Starmer was like, yeah, we can't have that many people off work. You know what I mean? Everyone's going to watch it. A lot of people will not be going to work on the Monday.
Yeah, but
business leaders were like, no.
It's a silly season, though. I don't think anyone. We got AI now. That AI can do all the work for us.
Don't say that. Put me out of a job. Just got this job.
It's a friendly little robot that gets everything wrong. But yeah, I mean, America.
I've been trying to work out ways of incorporating AI into the job to make it easier.
Yeah. Well, the America has celebrated 250 years of independence with an algae-ridden lake, with the demolition of the East Wing of the White House, with the UFC fight on the White House lawn, in which one of the fighters shouted that Michelle Obama was a man, with a parachutist face planting off a tree, with the state fair that was an absolute fucking disaster, with a bunch of masked fascists sporting Confederate flags, getting on the Washington Metro. I mean, and a fucking firework display that no one could see because it was too. And also, it's caused loads and loads of problems with respiratory.
Was it that bad?
Yeah. Because
that bad.
Loads of parts per million of whatever the toxic thing is in smoke that kills you. It was just the levels of it were just off the charts. There's going to be people coming into the hospitals, into the ERs,
again,
not being able to breathe.
It's that everything has to be bigger and better.
Yeah.
It'll be the biggest firework display ever.
Yeah.
So that he can go to his rallies and go, we did the most beautiful, biggest ever fireworks display.
Yeah.
Not realizing that in doing that. Yeah.
So they took Trump's name off the Kennedy Center.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
You know that he still hasn't taken off the put scaffold in front of it with like sheets so you can't see, and it's been left like that, and it'll be like that till the end of his presidency.
Yeah, well, because he doesn't want people to see that the name was taken off.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question. Right, they're getting a new ballroom for a bollock room for the White House. They're getting a new arch, an arc to Trump, with a golden Statue of Liberty, who for some reason has been given wings like an angel. And she's gold as well, by the way, if you didn't have enough tacky shit. Came out this week that Donald Trump actually, he was busy gluing gold things to the wall with super glue at the beginning of his presidency. This has come out this week. He's
How do you
literally
think all that filigree got everywhere?
buying shite off the internet. That's like gold shit.
All that filigree and all that shit that you see in the White House, in the Oval Office now.
Yeah.
How do you think it sticks to the wall? That doesn't surprise me at all. I'm surprised he glued it himself.
Yeah. Well, he's taken possession now of he started using actually the 600 million pound jet that was, oh no, it was 400 million pound jet.
He started using the Dubai jet.
He started using the Dubai jet, and it costs more for the American taxpayer to retrofit it for his needs, because obviously it's got to have advanced communication software on it. It's got to have advanced, if someone fires a missile at it, it's got to not blow up. He's got a new jet now that was donated, and it costs more for them to retrofit it than it did the jet would have cost in the first place just to build. And he's getting a new one anyway, because a new Air Force One, well, actually two new Air Force Ones are coming online in 2027, 2028, but he didn't want to wait that long.
Well, 2027 is when he has to go, isn't it?
No, because that's next year. He's going to be there all 2027. He's going to be there all in 2028, and he's planning to run again. He mentioned that in his 250th anniversary speech. He said, I can't talk about my third term. I'm not supposed to say about my third term.
Yeah, he likes saying that. I think I do think he likes saying it just to wind up the left. I think that's all that is.
Are you sure? Come on, Scott. No, sorry, mate. Come on.
Oh, no. Come on, Graham. I'm not trying to be funny. It's in the fucking Constitution.
Who cares? Cannot run for a fucking third term. He owns the Supreme Court. It's their decision. They interpret the Constitution.
He owns the Supreme Court, but he couldn't even get birthright citizenship through.
Yes, but it was.
He's going to get the third term.
But it was a 6-3 split on that. A 6-3 split on something that was absolutely cut and dry. Absolutely cut and dry. What they'll do is they'll say, we're going to make a decision on this, but in the meantime, you can run. And then they'll come for a decision in his third term.
The American people
they'll find a fudge. Yes, they will. No, I have never known a more supine, fucking spineless group of people than the American people. They just do what they're told.
I don't know. I think they're
commanded by the rebels.
There's always going to be a straw that breaks the camel's back, and I think that would be it. I think everybody in America right now who's alive is very used to the fact that the presidents only get 2 terms, and that is that. It's day and night. It's wind and rain. It's what I mean.
The irony is that they brought this in to stop the Democrats winning loads and loads of elections.
Okay.
Because it was Roosevelt who won 4 elections on the trot, and they changed the rules.
Probably. But that was, again, that was in the God knows when's.
Yeah. No, I genuinely believe he's going to run, and if he's still alive by then, I genuinely think he's going to win. Simple as that.
Okay.
And I'll give the same reason why I said a couple of years ago why he'll win, because every billionaire in the world wants him to win.
Yeah.
And what they want goes.
Yeah, I guess so. But
he's a man who can call up the head of FIFA and say, get rid of that red card. I want my man to play tonight. And they go, yep. Like an old mafia boss in the film who rings them up and says, I want my man to take a fall tonight in the 4th round. I've got a big bet on it. And they're like, yeah, we'll sort that out. And,
I hear what you're saying. I think the third term is just going to be pushing it too far.
I would have hoped so, but why do Americans say that they need guns? They never say because it's fun, do they? What's the big reason they always give why they need so many guns?
Oh, it's in theory. Yeah. Well, I mean, nowadays they give it the whole protection, right? But
But what was the original?
But the intention was to raise arms against a tyrannical government.
A tyrannical government?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. He's also getting a helicopter pad. He's getting a new
Oh,
helicopter
really? Where's
pad.
that going to be? On top of the ballroom?
Probably. I don't know. It's costing millions and millions to get a new helicopter pad. So he can do that really irritating thing where he shouts what he wants to say right by a helicopter that's got its rotors going around, so it's dead fucking noisy. And the journalist is trying to get some sound from him, and the sound is so obnoxious to listen to. I mean, his voice is genuinely obnoxious to listen to.
Yeah,
it's even worse. It's like the whine of a helicopter engine over the top. But yeah, I've got some lines here for you. So, 1776, the birth of America. Who was the Prime Minister? No, who was the Lord North was the Prime Minister, I think. And the King was a guy called George III. So he was the third of the Georges.
You want me to know who the Prime Minister of the UK was on July 4th, 1776?
I think it was Lord North.
Okay.
I might be wrong. You can look it up if you like while I'm talking. But
I can honestly tell you.
They
honestly say that you know that answer better than I do. I do not know.
Did you look it up?
Absolutely not. No, I've never looked it up. I've never cared.
I thought you were looking. I thought you were typing away. Who was PM of UK in 1776?
Literally didn't give a fuck.
It was
never crossed my mind.
Frederick North, Lord North, the second Earl.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he's famous as the worst PM ever because he lost America.
Yeah,
but it's quite funny because also like he must have been worse than Liz Truss, but I don't think he actually was because I think he achieved something, whereas Liz Truss achieved absolutely nothing in the whole time she was in power. But yeah, so they wrote this Declaration of Independence, and it listed a list of grievances against George III, right? And this is part from the original, right? They complained about the fact that he has obstructed the administration of justice. Does that sound familiar? They're talking about George III. This is in the Declaration of Independence. The reason why they also don't like him is because he has made judges dependent on his will alone. He has erected a multitude of new officers and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people. What, like ICE? He has kept amongst us in times of peace standing armies without the consent of our legislatures, as in, the National Guard being sent in to Washington, D.C. Do you remember that little fiasco last year?
Yeah. They're still there, right?
Yeah. He has affected to render the military independent and superior to the civil power. So, I don't know, give an example of the toppling of Maduro, or even better, the bombing of Iran, which was done without congressional approval. For cutting off our trade with all parts of the world. This is why America declared independence. This is the list of grievances against the King of England.
The very things that he's doing right now.
For cutting off our trade with all parts of the world. What do you think tariffs do?
Right.
For imposing taxes on us without our consent. What do you think tariffs are? They are taxes. Yeah, for transporting us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offences. The use of rendition or deportation or saying sent to a third country where due process is questionable. He has endeavoured to prevent the population of these states, so that this is about not allowing people into America. One of the great grievances against George III, he was restricting immigration into America at the time that the American economy really needed immigrants. And this is just beautiful. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of a free people. That is, I'm reading off the fucking Declaration of Independence there. Just wowzers, trousers. It's a bit on the nose, isn't it?
A little bit. I did not, you know what? I did not know any of that. That's crazy.
Because there's a difference in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. People
of course.
And then there's a difference in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, which is the first amendment to the Constitution. And it just seems a bit weird now. Americans have got this attitude like, no, the Constitution, you've got to respect the Constitution. The Constitution can't be changed. And it's like...
They only want the Constitution respected as the things they agree with. You know?
Every constitution of every state in America, all 50 states, have been rewritten. Every single one. Except for the main one. That covers all of them.
It's supposed to be a living document.
Yeah. Sorry. Ernie Burns says it was a 5-4 split, really, as Gorsuch didn't say stopping birthright citizenship was unconstitutional, but it needed to be Congress that did that, not just a presidential order, which is why Trump is going to take it to Congress. Seriously, like he's going to run again. He's going to run again. Just, steel yourself. But it's okay. You're over here. You're safe. We got Andy. Andy's going to save the day. He's going to swing in. Andy Burnham. He's going to swing in. King of the North. You know how well that ended for Rob Stark, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, I remember very well.
So yeah, but yeah, you were right about the federal judge has rejected Trump's latest attempt to delay paying the $5.8 million judgment to E Jean Carroll, but it came out last week that Trump's made $2.2 billion being president.
Yeah,
$2.2 billion, which apparently is more money than all of the other 44 presidents that have ever been have accumulated in the time of office, put together since 1776 and adjusted for inflation.
Yeah.
In the whole time they were in office.
It's crazy how he's getting away with that. I think it's so mental how he's getting away with that.
He's getting away with it the same way Farage is getting away with stuff in this country. It's this false equivalency. It's people go, oh well, you littered once, and that's just as bad as murdering a bunch of children because they're both against the law. And you're like, stop doing that. We need to stop doing that. They do it all the time with Farage and his millions that he's been given by all these dodgy crypto crooks. And all the Farage lovers, they go, oh, but what about Keir Starmer's glasses? Or when dickhead Boris Johnson was having all the parties and Keir had a beer down here at the Miners Hall in Durham, and it was like, oh, he had a single beer with some food. The bastard.
Yeah, no, people are dumb. The very idea that you could compare a pair of glasses to £5 million pounds, ridiculous.
Yeah. By the way, the federal judge that rejected that latest attempt to defer paying the $5.8 million. This is separate from the larger $83.3 million defamation award, which Trump is still appealing. The Supreme Court, as last week when it came out with a spree of judgments, it strengthened presidential power in some areas, especially over independent regulators. So Trump can just appoint anyone he wants to do anything now, pretty much. But it did restrict, as you're right, it did reject Trump's attempt to restrict birthright citizenship. But I think he's going to put it through Congress and he's going to try again.
Yeah, but that's just going to change the one person's mind. It was 6-3.
Yeah, so I know, but it might.
It would just be 5-4.
Well, they reckon that when the next person in the Supreme Court, and I hope that the 3 liberal justices survive a little bit longer, but if one of them should go, he's going to replace them with Eileen Cannon, the judge in Florida who got him off on the Mar-a-Lago case.
Moron, yeah.
That's who's getting lined up to take that job. The court did block his attempt to immediately remove Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, and so not every Trump demand does get rubber stamps, but he lowers the bar so much, he gets so much over it.
Well, yeah,
and it takes the Supreme Court to say, "Oh, steady on, twat." But even then, it's hardly ever unanimous. Ernie Burns says that's why the troops being billeted in people's homes is mentioned, because of the British Army turning up to people's gaffs and eating them out of house and home. Yeah, is that the 4th Amendment to the Constitution? You should not have to suffer having troops quartered in your private residence.
Isn't that again Unlawful search and seizure.
Hang on, I'll look it up.
Okay. Unlawful search and seizure.
Maybe it's the third one that's about quartering troops in people's homes.
I didn't know there was one about quartering troops in people's homes.
Yes, the third one. No forced quartering of soldiers in private homes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one that people really
don't
feel.
No, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
Freedom. I feel like a right sicko tonight. You've got it all researched and everything, and I'm just sitting there going, I don't care.
Well, I did American politics when I was studying in A level in university. I wrote my final year dissertation on American gun policy. And it was the year. It was the year that Sandy Hook happened. Well, the school year. So yeah, I sort of wrote the script for Bowling for Columbine before Bowling for Columbine was actually a movie. But First Amendment, freedom of speech, press, religion, assembly, petition. Second Amendment, I don't know what that is. Everyone forgets that one. It's a forgettable one. Third Amendment, no forced quartering of soldiers. But that makes me think of like quartering, like, you know, where they used to like cut people in four.
Drawn and quartered.
Yeah. They used to get like people tie them up by four horses and get the horses to run in different directions. Yeah. Lovely. Fourth Amendment, the protection against unreasonable searches and seizures. Absolutely right. So no one's allowed to be given a heart attack by someone. And Fifth Amendment, due process, no self-incrimination, no double jeopardy, property protections.
You plead the fifth.
You bleed the fifth, yeah. Sixth Amendment is the rights of accused people in criminal trials, including a speedy trial and counsel. Seventh is right to jury trial in civil cases. Eighth is no excessive bail, excessive fines, or cruel and unusual punishment. And that was why for a few decades in the later half of the 1900s, as I like to call them now, the death penalty was suspended in America federally because they thought that it was a cruel punishment, which it is, and unusual because hardly any countries do it anymore, except for the weird ones like, I don't know,
America,
Russia, Saudi Arabia, Japan, weirdly. Ninth Amendment, people have rights beyond those specifically listed. I didn't know that one. That's quite new for me. 10th is powers not given to the federal government belong to the states or the people. The 11th Amendment limits lawsuits against states. Keeping Scott up here.
No, mate, I'm tired.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll wrap up.
Today's been a rest day. I had a really, really hectic weekend.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah. I'm feeling you, mate. I'm feeling you. Okay. I've still got to be up. I've got to go and pick Kat up at like midnight from the airport.
Have you?
Yeah. Wow. I'm shattered. I'm absolutely shattered. That's why I'm drinking coffee.
What did you do this weekend?
I went to Liverpool. I was in Liverpool. So yesterday, I had a meeting, and I wanted to go and see my mum, and so I went down on Wednesday and got horribly drunk. Then I went out on Thursday, got horribly drunk, and then on Friday and Saturday I was like got a hangover. And then on Sunday I got up, did my show in the morning. Then I went to IKEA. Then I raced back to my mum's, put the furniture together. Then I went out to meet my mate AB. You know AB from our chat. It was his birthday. So I went out bowling with him. Played 2 games of bowling. Fun. It was shite. Came home. Stuffed food in my fight. Sorry?
You said bowling wasn't good.
Oh no, I'm shite. I'm just shite at bowling.
Oh,
not very good at it. I keep putting the ball in the gutters. I keep saying put the buffers on. They're like, you can't have the buffer things.
You're not 12.
You're not 12, and I'm like, but I want them.
You're sounding like a 12-year-old.
Yeah. So then I jumped in the car, head back to Durham on my own, and visited my cousins on the way back. Got back just in time to set things up to do a show in the evening. What's it called? The Sunday night show.
Oh, you did last night. Okay.
With our friend Ed Kimberley came on, and then immediately after that Ben came round, Ben Chambers, and we watched the footy. And I was up till 5 a.m. watching the footy, and then I got a couple of hours sleep, and then I did the show this morning at 9.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I left it till 10, but I did do a 2-hour show, so I'll let myself on.
I went to see Metallica on Friday night.
Oh, nice. At
the London Stadium, which was what was the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. And then on Saturday, I went to Gay Pride.
Excellent. Love it. Love it.
But on Sunday I went to see Metallica again because it's you what you do is you buy a ticket for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
And it's a no repeat weekend, so you get 2 shows, 2 different set lists.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it was you get value for your money.
Okay.
Yeah, really good. Just there's a reason why they're the biggest heavy metal band in the world. You know, there's a reason why, because they're really fucking good. And you know, a lot of people would disagree with that, but I've been going to see Metallica since I was 13 years old. So
oh, bless.
Yeah, that was like one of the
I
first
didn't
gigs
know
I
that
went to.
Metallica were going in the early 1900s.
You
I'm only a couple of years younger than you, mates. Don't worry about it. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. I was the eldest person doing the bowling. The oldest person.
Were
there.
you?
Yeah, I was the oldest person there. I'm the only one who wanted the buffers on. Are they called buffers or barriers? What are they called?
I love bowling. I want to go bowling.
Oh, well, I'll go bowling. You can whip my ass at bowling because I am shite at it. I'm just.
No, I'm actually really good at it. So I like going.
I'm very good at getting strikes, but the baseball style of strikes, not the not the ten-pin bowling style.
You're good with a bat and a ball.
The
but
bad
not,
strikes, not the good strikes.
not the big not a big huge heavy ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love bowling.
What you should do. Are you good at it? Can you actually hit the skittles?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
I'm a bit jealous now.
The pins. Bowling pins.
The pins. I thought they were called skittles.
No, I think
is that something else? Pins. Okay, bowling. You can actually hit them.
Skittles are sweet. They're candy.
Is it true that you declared your homosexuality in a bowling alley?
No.
Is that not true? I heard that about you. I heard you got 3 strikes and then you came out. 3 strikes and you're out. Hey! Sorry. Hello. I'm here all night. Should I get the squeaky fucking tank out? Squeaky tang.
Well done.
I know. That was pretty bad.
This is the biggest fan I've ever owned. It's absolutely enormous.
It's a massive fan.
Bigger than my head. And it's because I didn't become just a slag. I became a total slag.
I'd like to get a really big fan, and it's got Thingy from Misery in it, and it says "I'm your biggest fan," and it's got her face.
I'm pretty sure you could probably buy one like that, or get one. Though it's like a stall. I think it was in Soho Square that had all these slag, shade, cum dump.
Yeah,
honestly,
they had them at Durham Pride. They had all them as well. Yeah.
It was.
I'm getting some pro tips here from Hidden Night saying aim for the arrows in the runway, not the pins. No, I'm so shit. I missed my own runway. I managed to get my bowling ball in the neighbouring runway. That's how shit I am. I'm just not very good at it.
I'm sorry.
Kathy Bates. That's it.
They're called the lanes, and you literally chucked the ball and it went into a different lane.
Well, there was a kid and he was kind of annoying, so I was trying to take him out. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I was gonna say,
how about the news? We haven't had any super chats in tonight.
Throw the bowling ball.
No, I didn't. But everyone's gonna think I did now. I'm gonna have to close the super chat. Well, if you get a couple of super chats, I will fire off the confetti cannon. I might not wait.
Why do you have to close it?
Well, because you can have to do 1 super chat and get confetti, or you can do 5 or 10, and you can't do like 2 or 3. It really annoys me. I wish you could just pick how many you want, so you can gauge it on how many people are watching. What are you saying, ADHD? I don't have ADHD. You have ADHD, you bastard.
I don't, because I'm a...
Yes. But you can be a slag and have ADHD. That does happen.
No, you can, and we shouldn't limit ADHD, people with ADHD down to their sexual proclivities.
Yeah. So Haitians, the temporary protected status for Haitians has been taken away, and so the Haitians are being deported from Florida by Cubans. No irony there. Some Republicans are raising concerns about this, because they're
they do essential jobs.
Well, yeah, but also you're deporting people back to a very, very dangerous place right now. I mean, it could be more dangerous. They could be sending them to Washington D.C., but they are sending them to Haiti.
Where did everybody else go? Venezuela,
El Salvador.
El Salvador. Yeah, that's always been the hotbed of peace and quiet.
Yeah. Chris C says the FA are considering appealing Kwanzaa's red card. That's an English player who got done yesterday for the England team.
Yeah,
red card.
They're thinking of appealing it.
Yeah. Well, there's a British MP who's already said I want to appeal it because Trump's appealed that one and he got away with it. So we've got to make it across the board.
That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. I think if all the other countries do it, that would send a message.
Yeah.
If every other country appealed the red cards they got this year on their teams, because everyone's gotten one, right? Every team's probably got a red card somewhere. If everyone appeals to FIFA and says, "Oh, you know what? We had a red card too. We don't think it was fair." It kind of shows FIFA up even more than they already showed.
I mean, the stuff I was seeing today of footy pundits just going absolutely fucking ballistic about this.
Who?
It was kind of hilarious.
Who? Sorry?
Just the footy pundits, the people on I was just flicking through.
Oh, they're going, of course they are, yeah.
They're going nuts about it, like all over the world. They're going, this is just disgusting. This is insane. This is not the game. This is not, how dare he get involved? How dare he get his big fucking horrible orange face involved in this shit?
Yeah.
Just fuck off.
To do with him.
Just fuck off, Trump.
Support your team and leave it at that.
Yeah. He's just a horrible man. He's just a horrible, horrible, horrible man.
Well, no, he wants America to be great. He wants to have great, making America great again.
Yeah.
And he probably has some delusion that America have a chance of winning.
America aren't a bad team. They're not a bad team, and some of
they're not a terrible team, but they're not going to win the World Cup.
Germany's out. Mexico's out. Brazil is out. Some of the big hitters are out.
Whoever goes to the final. Oh my God! What if it's the England and US final?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be fucking cool. I would totally support England.
Oh God, everyone would. We'll be the most popular England has ever been. I think there's Scottish people who may. I don't think they will, but they would seriously consider supporting England if you were playing the USA at this rate. It's all just a bit grim.
We'd be as popular as we were before Brexit.
Yeah, well, Portugal are playing Spain at the moment. They're 85 minutes in, and there's no goals. Just an update there, 0-0. Just a bit of a boring match, to be honest with you. But Portugal versus Spain, that must be a grudge match because they've always been not necessarily friendly rivals in history. So, yeah. Yes. Let's have a look at that.
Were you worried last night until we got half an hour in?
I was on edge. Like in the last 10 minutes of the match. So the people who don't watch it, they sent off England's best striker, the guy who scores all the goals.
They sent off Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, yeah. They took him off the pitch. So they didn't send him off. They took him off the pitch as a substitution because he'd had a yellow card and they didn't want him to get a second yellow card and then miss another match. So they took him off with like 15 minutes of the match left to play. Until those last 15 minutes, and Mexico were attacking. The match momentum chart for the second half was just purely the colour of the Mexican team. It was off the chart, and it was just like this guy's. And if it had gone to extra time or penalties, then Harry Kane wouldn't have been involved in it. He wouldn't have got to take a penalty.
Because they got to go.
Yeah, so, yeah. Why the fan is Scott's aircon not working, says Wheels of Darren, as a question. Are you being conned by your aircon? What? I can't hear anything.
Can't you?
Can't hear anything. No, you've probably got noise suppression thing going on your microphone.
All I can hear in my earphones. That's why I didn't have it on today. I have had it on today.
Yeah.
But when I thought to myself this time when I come into the show, I'm not going to.
You got noise cancellation. I can't hear it at all.
Oh, I must do then. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. No, that's what we had. When Ed was playing his cello the other day on the Friday night social, and we couldn't hear it, and it's because of the noise cancellation. It just takes it out. It's quite
Oh,
clever.
my mic must be much better than it appears
It's
to be.
quite clever. It is.
No, I mean I have the fan for fun.
The fan for fun. The fun fan.
I wish I'd bought another one, but this was expensive as it was.
Yeah. Looking at it, yeah. If United States were to go through and they were to win in the semis and get through to the final, it would be yeah, they would be playing again. If we got all the way to the final and they got all the way to the final, we would be playing them in the final. But that same thing goes for France, Morocco, Belgium, Portugal, Spain.
I don't see it happening, but it would be, the scenario would be a little amusing.
Yeah. Well, if we get through the next match against Norway on Saturday at 10:00 in the night.
Is that the next match in general?
Yeah. The other teams that we could be up against in the next match there are after Norway would be either Argentina, Egypt, Switzerland, Colombia. I mean, the only one there that I'd be really afraid of would be Argentina. But Egypt might take them out. Be hilarious.
Huh?
Could happen.
I couldn't believe how crazy this Mexican fans were.
How crazy they were.
Yeah, they're nuts.
I thought they were no, but I thought they were like well behaved in the respect, like the and the team was quite respectful.
I saw like a bunch of Vox Pops with them, like little interview things, when they're talking about like who do you think is gonna win? They're crazy. They're like, oh, it's 5-0 us, easy. Like deluded. It was like, no, that was never gonna happen. But okay, you're cute.
Yeah.
I don't even like football that much, and here I am talking about it. When I get to the World Cup, I do pay attention.
Yeah.
I just don't have a team I support.
That's all right. Just go for the underdog. That's what I normally do.
No, I mean, in regards to like the National League, the whatever it's called, here,
the Premiership,
all that. I don't get involved.
Well, yeah, because then you'd have Wayne shouting at you that he's going to come and bust your head in because you don't support the same team as him.
What do you support again?
Arsenal. But that's why I make fun of him and say that he supports West Ham or Chelsea or Millwall or someone just to annoy him. Tottenham. That annoys him.
I think West Ham's like the closest one to me.
Yeah.
So hey, I guess or Millwall.
Diz is saying that promiscuity is an ADHD trait. So there you go. I'm blaming it on my ADHD.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. The Farage has not been in the UK for a few days. He's been in the US celebrating the 250th birthday. The fucking traitor.
Has he been with Trump though?
No, he's been standing outside Trump's window going, look at me. Look at Donnie.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Donnie, look at me. Look at me. Donnie.
That would not be shocking. You know that, right? That would just not be shocking.
Yeah.
Like I would expect that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the economy is not looking so great in America. They only added 57,000 jobs in June, which is way below expectations. Job gains for April and May were also revised down. Unemployment fell, but they reckon it only went down because loads of people have left the labour force. Like people just leaving. People are going home.
They did here.
Yeah.
Like they did here. The over 50s, the 50s and between 50 and 65, isn't it? That sort of demographic of people have all just kind of dropped out of the workforce.
Yeah. Because
they were actually doing so well that they were able to.
Yeah. Meanwhile, AI and data centers driving major growth in US electricity demand, and the Trump era rollbacks on wind and solar credits are making power more expensive, and the rollback on building wind turbines and free sources of electricity. He paid $800 million of taxpayers' money to a French company to not build turbines.
Well, the birds will die.
They get very sad and they die.
Because he kills all the birds.
Yeah.
Because birds are stupid. They'll fly near it, right?
Yeah. But they reckon that data centers alone could account for 9% of US electricity demand by 2030. And it's shit. It gets it wrong. I mean, if it got things right all the time, then it wouldn't use so much electricity because you wouldn't be constantly writing into it. No, that's wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're right. Oh, you got me. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, America building for the future by digging into the ground. So what you normally dig in the ground for? To dig a fucking grave, America. Meanwhile, Mitch McConnell is dead or on death's door. Or nearly dead.
I was about to say, is he gone? I'm wrecking this week.
Have you ever seen the movie Hannibal?
No, I've never sat down and watched that one, actually.
Okay, so it's a prequel to Silence of the Lambs. And there's a character in it who called Mason Verdi or something like that. And Mason Virgil, he's the big baddie in it. And he's played by Gary Oldman. Oldman, and he there's a backstory in which trigger warning for people who don't like horror films, where Hannibal Lecter got him high on PCP and then convinced him to cut his own face off and feed it to the dogs, and what's left of his face, he looks like Mitch McConnell. Mason Verger, I think his name is Mason Verger.
Obviously, we know what he looks like as this decaying person in front of us.
Yeah.
Which, he has looked like that now for about 5 years.
Yeah.
I want to see what he looks like when he was younger. Okay, I see it.
They reckon he's dead, and they're not telling anyone for a couple of weeks because it will trigger a special election if it happens now. But if it happens in a couple of weeks, they'll leave the election till the midterms when they're going to have an election anyway. And then there can't be any challenger from within the Republican Party to say we want to put someone who's like an anti-Trump.
Latest news a couple hours ago from Associated Press.
Yeah.
They're saying he's continuing his recovery, but details are scarce after a lengthy hospital stay. So the staff have said that said last week that the senator is continuing his recovery in hospital while the Senate is out of session, but his office has released no details about the former Republican leader's condition during a weeks-long hospitalization. I didn't know weeks-long was one word. Or whether he will be at the Capitol when the Senate returns next week.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be back. I think he's dead. I think they're just keeping him on ice. I think they're doing a weekend at Bernie's with him.
You know what the first comment here when you scroll down, first comment is just the most sensible comment. Term limits. We need term limits.
Well, Trump's trying to get rid of them for the presidency. Chris is arguing the toss with me over the 9% figure, saying that the data centers are already using 13%. The only 13 number I can get is about the US cloud computing energy coming from zombie workloads. Well, I think it's 6% at the moment. I think it's 6%. Data centers using 6% of the energy. I've got a story here from The Guardian, so I'll just put that into the chat just because, and there you go. Data centers using 6% of electricity supply in the UK and the UK and US. So yeah, there you go.
Wow.
So it's already using loads and loads of fucking electricity, which wouldn't matter so much if it was all clean. But it's not clean. It's filthy. Anyway, the important thing is I was right. I was right. Everything I say is right. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so we've got to wrap up now because it's nearly 10 o'clock. We did get a super chat in from Wheels of Darren, but it came in. It came in. It was £2 and it came in just as I created the goal, so it didn't trigger the confetti in the chat. So that's sad. So sorry, everyone.
You keep giving away the confettis as well. You need to stop doing that because they're special.
I know. I need to make them more special.
You did it last week on the social.
Chris says, I was not arguing the toss. You said you are wrong. You said, Graham, that 9% figure is wrong. How is that not arguing the toss? How is that not arguing the Ross from Friends? But yeah, Sarah says, good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night, Sarah.
Finally, just want to point out that it looks like American company Comcast is going to buy ITV. Because Comcast own Sky Television. They bought it off Murdoch a few years ago, and Comcast Paramount, is it? No, Comcast is Universal. So yeah, we can't have anything English or British. So we can't have any British things anymore. No more British things.
Well, the BBC.
For now. But yeah, the Americans come along like Disney Plus did with Doctor Who, and they make it rubbish. Hey, Wheels Darren! Here's another one then. Oh, thank you. You did it. Your goal is complete. The goal was achieved. Thanks to Wheels Darren. You are absolutely amazing. And that gives me the great pleasure of pressing this magic button to make you off the coffee! Okay. Right. Right. Unlike Nigel Farage, I don't have someone else to do the dishes, so I've got to clean up, do the dishes before Kat gets home. And yeah.
Yes, sir.
So Scott, you get your head down, mate. Get a good night's sleep. Oh, Ernie Burns just dropped £2 super chat in as well. Hello, Ernie. Thank you very much. Mitch is suffering from rigor tortoise. Rigor tortoise. Rigor tortoise. Like rigor mortis, but tortoise.
That was very funny, Ernie. I will laugh about that much later on today.
Rigor tortoise. I quite like that, actually.
I
quite like that. Anyway, right. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks to my wonderful co-host, Scott. Sorry to keep you up so late, mate. Past your bedtime.
You're such a prick.
At least Abe just goes, oh no, it's 7:30. I've gone to bed.
I know. No, I mean, it basically... I had a bit of a day, I didn't have that much of a day. I have been indoors most of it, but I did go to the dentist today, and I had a hygiene clean. So my mouth has only just come back to normal. And it took it out of me that. So, yeah.
Oh, well, I hope you're feeling better, mate. And,
I do.
Yeah. Listen, have a great evening. And if you are going to stay up for the Belgium USA match, it kicks off at 1:00 in the morning. So good luck with that.
What time is the one on Saturday?
10:00. A really good time for a Saturday night match. Yeah, that's going to be insane. I wish it was in Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm out. Oh, no, it was in front. Yeah, and then there's okay. I think I know where I'll watch it, but yeah.
Graham Price wants to know what person over the age of 9 goes to bed at 7:30. Aid Thompson. That's who. And
his wife makes him. Or something.
He gets up at 4 a.m. He's always texting us at 4 a.m.
Yeah. He just somehow, I don't want to go into it. I love Aid. I don't want to, but I don't understand how he's not got his kids on a normal routine to sleep.
What?
Why he allows them to wake up at 4 a.m. and disrupt everybody.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But
yeah.
It's not him. It's parenting choices at the end of the day.
Yeah, and as we're not breeders ourselves, I don't think we can comment. Although I love telling off other people's children. It's one of my fucking hobbies. Really? If you could do a reverse of Room 101 of stuff that I just really love
I've been coming up with shit for that, by the way. When do you want to do it?
Sometime this week, maybe. Maybe we'll do it on Wednesday. Do it on Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday at 6:00.
Oh, shit, I better start writing down some stuff.
Yeah.
No!
I love telling other people's children off when they're being naughty because God, it upsets the breeders. God, they hate it. How dare you tell off my little Jimmy? Tell your Jimmy to stop being a little shit, and then I won't tell him off. It's not like I made him cry a lot, and I just said, "Can you stop doing that? Can you stop putting sand in your sister's hair, there, Jimmy?" Anyway, right, Scott, get your head away. You got your head all over the camera. What are you doing?
I'm writing shit down now. You got me worried.
You like this? Look. This is what you look like, except it's your head.
I'm so sorry.
Right. Get your head up, right, chin up. Ah, beautiful. Right, thank you. Okay, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Give us a like, as always. Subscribe to the channel, all that bullshit. And I'll be back at 9:00 tomorrow morning with Morning Brew. And until then, thanks for watching. Hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye.
See you guys later.